Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live Music Nation Podcast, Festival Edition. Today I am with Rich Lerner. He is with the Groove Jam Music Festival. Rich, thanks for joining us.
You're very welcome.
Rich, give us a background on you. Where'd you grow up? Talk a little bit about your family and your career.
Okay, well, I grew up in a small town in North Carolina, and my family was in the shoe business. And I did that for a while, and then I segued into being a local musician in the Greensboro area, where I've lived since I got out of college.
Let's jump into the festival. I always ask these three questions, but first, before we do that, when and where is this event?
Okay. It happens every year in September. This year it's on September 23rd. It's in Greensboro, North Carolina, at a place called Doodad Farm.
Give our listeners these three questions. What does it look like? What does it smell like, meaning food? And what does it sound like, types of music and other activities that you have going on?
Okay. Well, the place has got a really good vibe. It's an old tobacco farm that's been converted into an occasional music venue on a private property. And one of the old tobacco sheds has kind of been converted into our stage area.
Nice.
And it's a small local festival. We have about 750 people or so turn out, and we have a lot of people that camp. There's a lot of tent camping and a lot of RVs, and the site has just got a really good welcoming vibe to it, which I picked up on the first time I saw it. Great big field for parking, and it accommodates our size festival just right. As far as food, some people bring their own stuff and they bring grills, but we have a couple of food trucks out there as well. And musically, it's a pretty good variety, and we're blessed with a lot of talent in our area.
Mm-hmm.
We have two stages side by side, a small one and a main one. And while we're changing over bands on the main stage, we have solo or duo acts on the smaller stage, like in between. So it's live music. Once it starts, it goes until it ends.
That's super smart.
Yeah.
Where'd the concept for this event come from?
Okay, so I'm a big fan of Warren Haynes, who played in the Allman Brothers Band for 25 years, and he has his group Government Mule, and he's had an amazing career. And I know him personally, and he has a larger event in Asheville, North Carolina, called the Christmas Jam, which I've attended, and that's a benefit for the Asheville area Habitat for Humanity. And meeting him and going to those events, I started thinking, well, I could possibly do something like this on a smaller scale in my community.
Sure.
And so my event is a benefit for our local homeless shelter and food bank. So it's a food drive and a fundraiser for a really great organization. And so I guess really the seed of the idea came from Warren Haynes and what he's been doing in Asheville.
Well, I can't think of a better cause to make it go through there. Let's jump into the music. Let's talk about the music that people are going to hear. What styles are they going to hear? What instruments are they going to hear? Let's go with that.
Okay, sure. Well, as I mentioned, I'm a local musician, and my band, Rich Lerner and the Groove, is the headliner for the event. And we play a variety of styles We play rock, blues, soul, funk, reggae. Those are the waters we tread in, and we do a mixture of our original music and cover tunes. Also on the bill, we have the Mighty Fairlanes. They're led by one of the best guitar players in the area, Buddy Rowe, Mark Harrison. They play up-tempo blues and some original songs. We have a group called the Ladies Auxiliary, an all-female band that plays
Nice.
great rock and blues. We have a Latin band called Bracco that's just outstanding. It's got like Latin percussion and kind of a Santana-esque feel. There's a group called Wristband that kind of specializes in Southern rock and Allman Brothers Band style music. Let's see, Gooseberry Jam. They do a lot of originals and Rolling Stones and Grateful Dead. Then on the side stage, we've got a couple of great singer-songwriters. One's named Jeff Wall, calls himself the Big Dumb Hick, but he's really clever and has some great original songs. Also have a young performer this year named Cabe Panel. He's a good singer-songwriter. And we have Michael Blind Dog Gatewood on that side stage too, and he's an incredible blues musician. So really, we have a good variety of
yeah, absolutely. Perfect. That's great. That's great. So I'm just going to ask you this, man. You're a music head. Like, you know who you like, who you don't. What's the best concert you've ever seen your entire life, Richard?
Wow. It'd be hard to pick one. I've seen really great shows by the Allman Brothers, the Grateful Dead. I followed Bob Dylan around for a long time. And one of my all-time favorites is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. So it'd be also Springsteen, Santana. Those are among the highlights of my concert-going career.
Yeah, no, that's dead or alive. You could see one musical act, but you never got to see. Who'd you want to see?
I think possibly Bob Marley.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. How do people find out more about the Groove Jam?
We have a website. My website is freethemusic.us, and there's a whole section on there about the festival, or you can go straight to that page with groovejamgreensboro.com.
Perfect. Perfect. Man, Richard, thank you what you do for live music. I appreciate it greatly.
You're very welcome, and I appreciate your part in all of it too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Have a great. Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle